There's no way you would come up and say some of these things to people's face, because you'd get punched, you'd get knocked out, you'd get smacked.
And we are the dreamers of dreams.
Living life, spinning like a merry-go-round, traveling all around the world, you know we gets around. Good vibes only, you know it's the one and only Justin Bravo. Yeah, that's my number one homie, subscribe. Come on.
Okay, you know, I really want to do some cool cinematics or something that just is fun and really enjoyable to watch and consume, but I'm not really feeling it right now, and that's because what I need to talk about has nothing to do with anything fun. It has everything to do with stuff that's not fun and needs to be talked about and is kind of a bummer. So I always look through my comments. Like I always look, as y'all know, I look through the comments, I reply, I try to really engage in the comment section as much as possible. But I also kind of look at other people's profiles, kind of check everyone out and see my community and see what we can do to engage further. But as I've done this, you know, I've came across some really craziness. And one earlier, and I was talking to Lindley about this, was a girl, she was probably 10 to 11 years old, somewhere in there. And she was doing a video about fidget spinners, and she's talking about her fidget spinners, and I'm looking in the comment section, and she just has a girl kind of attacking her. And the girl's calling her an alien and all kinds of nasty, horrible names. And it just keeps going on, like 30 comments about how the girl's an alien, how she's ugly, and how she should kill herself. I mean, just really ridiculous, bullying, horrible commentary. And, you know, I go to click on that person's profile because I want to see, well, you know, who's this person who could say such horrible things? And I get over to her profile, and she's got a bunch of videos. And this girl's like 6, maybe 7, like just a little girl. And she's saying these horrible things to this other person. And it's sad, and it's ridiculous, and it's horrible. And it's tough, because you see that kind of stuff, you see that kind of hatred and negativity, and it's so prevalent on the internet. It's a big part of why a lot of parents struggle giving their kids access to this kind of stuff, because they're worried about it. And I understand. Alex and Gabe and Camden, they all want to have YouTube channels. Camden has one. He's a little bit older, but Gabe and Alex want one too. And I'm afraid to give them one. I'm afraid to like say, hey, let's do this, because of all the horrible comments I see even Camden gets. And he's having to constantly filter and delete and all this stuff. And it's just people coming around being bullies, and they think it's fun, and they think it's interesting to put other people down, and they think that it makes them cool by making someone else feel like crap. And it's ridiculous, it's horrible, and there's no reason for that. I think one thing that people think is that somehow by blowing out someone else's candle you can make yours shine brighter, and it just doesn't work that way. That's not how happiness works. You don't get happiness by stealing it from others. And like I said, it makes me incredibly upset and sad, and it's ridiculous to see those things. And I'm not saying I don't get it. I get it all the time. I get it on my videos. I get it in my messages. There's always someone has some kind of beef or some issue with what I did or how I did it. And you know what? I have a thick skin. I've grown a thick skin over the years. But you know, when you're 5, 8, 10, 12, 14, you haven't developed that skin yet. You haven't. And it gets to you. And if it doesn't at that age, more power to you. That's awesome. For most kids, you haven't developed that thick skin yet. And you have to, because all this negativity that's so easily spread. And it's easy to be a keyboard bully. It's easy to be behind a screen and talk a bunch of smack. There's no way you would come up and say some of these things to people's face, because you'd get punched. You'd get knocked out. You'd get smacked. And you know you would. And it's the truth. And I will tell you that most people who hate on other people, most people who bully other people, don't like themselves. That's how it works. You don't like yourself, and so what you do is you bring other people down to your level. Instead of uplifting us all, instead of trying to get to someone else's level, you see someone who's super happy and is having a great time. Instead of saying, hey, I'm gonna do what I can to get to that, you figure my other strategy could be is to pull them down to my level, and that way we're on the same level. Why not lift yourself up, or help lift them up and lift us all up and all be happy, because we can all do that. We can all be on the same level if we focus on that instead of let me knock people down to mine. That is a person who is there to be a troll, to bully, to cause people pain for no reason. And if that's you, you need to look inside yourself. You need to look inside your own heart. What you're doing is that pain you're feeling inside, you're trying to give it to others. And why would you want to? You know what it feels like. You know how horrible that feels. Why don't you do the opposite and try to alleviate it from yourself, and definitely not put it on others? Why try to make someone else feel as bad inside as you do? There's no sense in it. The way happiness works is you go plant it around, it grows like flowers, and we all get to enjoy it. Instead of trying to be the lawnmower and go mow everyone down, try to spread some love. And that's what I try to do. I get a lot of people ask me what this whole aspire to inspire is. And what it means is to dedicate yourself to helping others find purpose. That's what it means. That's 100% what it means, is to dedicate yourself to serving others, helping them find their purpose, helping them be inspired. And that's what I've tried to do, because I see a lot of people go to this world uninspired. I see them kind of eking it out. And that's not my goal. Like, my goal is to figure out what they can do to find the greatest happiness and greatest joy in this world, because I believe it's possible. So I aspire to inspire every day of my life. And that's what I mean when I'm asking y'all to aspire to inspire. I'm asking y'all to dedicate your lives to helping others find purpose. Find your purpose, help others find their purpose. That's the goal. Don't knock each other down. Don't be a bully. Don't spread hate, spread love. It seems easy, but it's something, for whatever reason, people are not making easy. They're making it hard for no reason. I promise you in this life that you can win 100% by knocking other people down. You can do it, but it'll eventually catch up to you. It will, and it won't work in the long run. It's not a good long-term strategy. Spread love, be nice to others, they will be nice back to you. We will all be happier for it, and this world will be a much better place. Now, thank you for listening to this rant. Tomorrow, I will return to the regular scheduled vlog.
Running up the